Hello and welcome to Frank's School. This is next to the last day of the third year, 179th day. And at 180, the third year's over. Actually, I've already put 181 on, but that's part of summer school. Well, now what? What am I going to do now? After next video, I will have completed 3 years of Frank's School. Well, I intend to go on. I intend to have a fourth year, maybe a fifth, I'm not sure. Eventually I'll run out of gas, but I think I've got enough material for a fourth year. But in any case, what's coming now is still this year Thomas Hoxling's music. That is going to be the next video, I think, that goes on. It'll be 180. And it may just be one video, but there's a lot of film editing that I need to do for that. I've got a lot of video, and I want to try to capture that. So we'll see what I can do with that. So that's coming. Then summer school. Summer school, it's already begun, actually. I suddenly decided that's what I should do with the filming that I did of the mini flood that we had here, the high water we had on this farm. But also here I say with batch bug, here's a new word, I just made that one up, batch bug, building a cheap but good, B-A-C-H-B-U-G, batch bug, building a cheap but good fireplace. Well, there's a whole bunch of projects that I have started, I'm working on, I'm going to continue to start on. I always have to do it cheaply because I just don't have very much money. I do it with what I've got. And so I'm going to continue to film some. Some is already on. There's building a cheap but good fireplace. Part of that is already on. I don't have it finished, but I will finish that. I'm currently building a cheap but good cooper shop, complete with a water wheel on the side, and I'll film it. This is going to be much more laid back for me. I don't know, there may be a week that I put no video on. I don't know. We'll just see as the projects go on. I'm experimenting with building a fence out of pallets. I think I'll build a laundry. I think I'll build a potter shop. Well, all kinds of things. Then foam or foam. Foam. Well, the Frank's Open Air Museum, or Frank's Old and Other Ways Museum. Old and Other Ways Museum. I decided what I should do by, say, August. Maybe, yeah, I'll probably wait till maybe August. It's just like I filmed the Arnheim and Hagen and Detmold and Gifhorn museums, those open-air museums. Now, they were wonderful, real, complete open-air museums. But I thought, why don't I do the same thing with what I'm trying to do, even though it certainly won't be done. I can go from place to place and film it and explain, well, here's what is currently there, and here's what I hope will be there. And we'll see where that takes me. It will be a kind of a prospectus. I have written a prospectus. That is an explanation of it is a pro is forward and spectus is look. Forward look. A proposal of what I could do. That I've already done. You could probably find it online somehow if you tried hard enough. Old and Other Ways Museum prospectus, maybe. But I'll explain about that. So that'll happen this summer. See, this is in the summer. Then in the fall, well, let me jump. I've already begun to think about another trip to Europe, Portugal. And my purpose will be different, and I'll explain later more about that. I will give you a couple key words if you're interested in that, though, early. I may be traveling by myself this time. My friend Shirley can't come with me. And I'm actually probably looking for somebody to travel with me because I'll be renting a car if I do this. But if I go to Portugal, it's because I want to see well, woofers, woofing hosts, woofing, I think, is the way you'll find that, hosts. I'd like to see the woofing hosts in the area of Portugal, well, as much of Portugal as I could, but really it'll be the area to the east of Lisbon and Coimbra and Santarém. But here's a word. If this is worth looking at. Podião. You can find it without that mark. Podião, Portugal. That's a village up in the mountains, and it's terraced. I want to see that in person. I want to see that stone terracing. I also would like to see the markets, and there's at least 2 markets. Arganil is another word that if you get looking at, what I do is I use Google Earth and I travel all over the place looking at these things. Koya, I think, I don't even know these names really yet, but I intend to rent a car and drive around and see these things. I'd like to study, if I'm able to, the kitchens, the way homemaking. Now, what would you call it? Yeah, what did they call it in school? I can't remember what they had a fancy word for that, but the way the kitchens of a relatively poor person in Portugal is because it's like it would be probably like it was in Brazil. I want to revive my Portuguese. So in any case, Portugal, if I do that, it'll be similar to what I've done in the past, in that I'll end up putting many videos on. That will be at the start of the year. But I also want to go through the story of English. Robert McNeil, I want to give guided viewing of the story of English, a long documentary, which I am hoping is online, because I sort of want to remind myself and my viewers that really I am and was an English teacher, and that's wonderful. Then for the rest of the year, the 2 themes that I think I will deal with are water. I can go on for a very long time on the subject of water. And then choral music. Choral music, I think I have enough to offer. That's what I was thinking about. The muse has kind of left me in a way. I was a choral I directed a choir for maybe 25 years. But for about 3 years now, I've done almost nothing, almost 4. But I think I'd like to revisit that, not for myself so much as because I really do think I have got things to offer with those 2 things. So as it stands, that's the plan for now. I hope I see you for Thomas's music. Bye now.